let's go ahead and just take a look at the high time frames here. Now on the daily, you can see that we do have the potential of divergence just from the highs we made on February 25th. But overall, I think we are going to break the highs today, and that will no longer be the case. So it's really nothing to read into too much here on this chart. Everything looks really bullish, and we're about 10 points from testing that high. So I have a feeling that sometime in the morning here we will be testing that, if not breaking it. Outside of that, there really are no other clear indications on the daily for any type of reversal or signs of exhaustion. So all in all, daily is looking nice and bullish. 4 hour, you have the same case. There's no signs of exhaustion up top here. You can see we had a little bit of a pullback here on this this most recent 4 hour candle, but really nothing too important to talk about. Remember, some days we're going to get a nice beautiful confluence on a number of these high time frames to give us a really good indication, but this morning everything just looks nice and bullish with no real clear indications. You can see that on this pullback here that we made in the Globex, we did get a bullish divergence. So just off of that 38.85 or whatever that low is, 38.83, we did get a bullish divergence on the 4 hour, and that has led to like a 30-point push. So we've got a 30-point push from that 83 low overnight, and on the 60-minute, I think you can also see the same indication off of that low, where we made a lower low compared to the lows at the end of yesterday, but we made a higher low on RVI. So now we've got the 4 hour and the 1 hour both showing us that bullish divergence that led to this 30-point push overnight. Now as we push up here, you can see that off of this low that we made just in the last hour here, we did then get another divergence, a bullish continuation pattern. So if we don't break below 39.08, that pattern will hold, and we should continue up here. And like I said, we should be testing this 39.25 high from back in February. So that's what I expect here coming into the open, at least looking at these higher time frames. We're going to jump down to the intermediate time frames and see what they're telling us. So just looking at the overnight here to see if we also got a similar indication. And so yeah, also on the 30-minute you can see the same situation off of the overnight low. So looking bullish there. And now as we push up here, we are not getting anything too pretty so far, but we are holding that high at 39.08 so far. So no strong bullish divergence signals at this immediate time right now. You could maybe make the case, even though it does kind of go down just a little bit. Yeah, there's really nothing there on the 30-minute. But it looks like if you look at this candle here, we have this fairly bullish candle with a huge wick on the lower end. So that was a fairly bullish indication, and now this candle we're attempting to now break up and above. So for whatever that's worth, we don't have anything too clear this morning. Let's see what the 10-minute is showing us. So the 10-minute, you have a nice bullish divergence off of that 08 or whatever that low happens to be, 39.08. So on a few time frames we do have a bullish indication off that low, and there's no indication of exhaustion on the push up. So that doesn't mean it can't roll over, but it does look like we are pushing a bit there. So Now we just have to kind of sit back here, look at our short time frames. Short time frame shows a bullish divergence off 12-quarter, and we just pushed about 2 points from that low. So it does look like we are going to potentially hold this 39.08 and push to at least test 39.19. But I think ultimately that 39.25 is going to be an important area to watch as we push up here.